What's up, guys? It's Emilio, Quick Property Solutions here in Detroit, Virginia Park. We're back at the Claremont house. I just did a walkthrough with my electrician, and here's the update on this house. People have been asking about it. I have fired my previous general contractor. I had taken him off my contractor list so no one could get subjected to the work anymore. So I was going to give you an update and show you how the house looks. Just real quickly, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste the video that I did the walkthrough with the electrician, just him showing me everything. So one of the reasons why did I fire my last contractor? One thing is just the constant amount of delays. The house had been sitting vacant for way too long. There was a schedule that was supposed to be in place, and I get it, COVID happened, a lot of stuff happened, but there was just not enough progress going on. And then the second thing is I had some contractors in here just giving me quotes on pretty much to replace, because at the time I just wanted to see what it would cost to replace him and how much I'd come out of pocket more, because I'm going to lose money on it. And the problem was that everybody was saying that his work was shitty. It was really bad. Not only were contractors, but DTE finally put on the meters and for the gas and the electrical, and they had just mentioned to me like some of the work is just it was okay. I think they were just probably being nice. Obviously they're not contractors and they're not there to judge anyone's work, but I don't know, there was something inside me that just said maybe this work isn't the best. So then I had a couple more people, some more friends. Honestly, I took pictures of some of the work, and then they were just questioning it. So that's another thing. And the thing is this contractor was one of my best contractors. The work at the beginning was like impeccable, but for some strange reason, and I talk to other people about this all the time, but it should be reversed, where the more rehabs you do, the more discounts or breaks, or the quality should be getting better, because they're getting more money so they can invest more in the business. But unfortunately what happened here, and what I hear happens a lot, is that when contractors get more jobs, I don't know what happened. I think he used different people, or he kept more of the money. It was different crew. I always saw different crew around from the first rehab to now finishing it up, just different people. And I just noticed a decline in production, decline in quality, and unfortunately, when we first started, it was not like that, and that's why I had suggested him to a lot of people, and that's why I've recently taken him off my contractors list, because I do audit that list. I don't put people up there that I feel won't be able to fulfill their duties and make sure that you guys are taken care of. So but you guys are learning from my lessons, so unfortunately I'm coming out of pocket with this, because they have to replace a lot of the work that was started. So a lot of the work that was done, it was done, but it was kind of done either half-assed or had to be redone because it wasn't done correctly. It was like somewhat done, but even when I was shooting some of the videos and just walking through it, I just noticed a different person in the house like every week. And I don't really talk to them, I don't have their numbers, but I just noticed that it was somebody different. And to me, that kind of was like, I wonder why. And then I guess someone was sick, and then blah, blah, blah. What I'm thinking now is maybe they weren't paid, and then they said, we're out, we're going to go with someone that was paid. And then he had to go with somebody that could take a lesser paycheck. So they took a lesser paycheck, the work wasn't as good, and then that person, he ran out of money, so he took somebody else that was less qualified, and the work just declined, because I had people going here like, this looks good over here, but in this room it looks totally different. The work looks totally different. I'm like, because there was like 3 or 4 people working on electrical or plumbing and stuff like that. So unfortunately, I am going to be coming out of pocket out of this one. Thankfully, I got it at such a good price. It's going to be my saving grace when I do refinance out of it. And hopefully, I will refinance out of it. It's my goal to get it refinanced, or just to at least get this thing finished. And I don't want to sell it, but I'm not going to even talk about selling it. I love this house. So anyways, let's do a walkthrough. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So just to let you know, the last time I shot this video, there was demo done, but half of the walls were still up. There were nails in the wall. It wasn't really completed. So I'm going to show you what it really looks like. There's a little stuff to be fine-tuned with the demo, but not too much. All right, so for right now, I didn't get a dumpster. I kind of am, because I'm coming out of pocket, I'm like on a super tight budget. So we had a garage back here, so I'm really just like piling it up back here until we do get a dumpster, which will be very soon. We should probably get the dumpster pretty soon. Okay. All right. So walls are, I don't know if you remember, there was a video I shot about warranty deed and quickly deed, and you saw me sitting right here, and I was actually demoing the walls and putting it in the garbage bags. This room is not done. All the demo is truly done now, except for one door frame. Drywall. There was drywall on the walls, and they took it all down because it was just done incorrectly. They cut little pieces everywhere, just kind of like, it looked like a Tetris game, as opposed to just having just one sheet. There was literally like 5 sheets cut up here. I'm gonna zoom out real quick. And it just looked like it was all pieced together. So all the drywall is down. We're not throwing it away, though. We are gonna salvage it. They're downstairs right now talking game plan, so I'm gonna just come up here. My new general contractor anyways. So now, I remember one of the things that pissed me off was I repeatedly asked for recessed lights. And there was a dome in the middle. And I said, that's going to be replaced, right? With recess? Like, yes. And they started drywall downstairs, and guess what? They kept the dome in. So they just didn't listen to what I was asking. And now I actually have spots for like recessed lighting. It just makes me feel better. But that was also like a red flag. Just requests that weren't listened to. This was supposed to, certain things that were promised to be done, again, just weren't finished in on time. So now we have the timeline, and I'm really tight with the timeline now, even more aggressive, because unfortunately I gotta put these guys through it. But the private lender, the loan is coming due in a few months. So my goal is to try and get as much done as I can to either get an extension or honestly just finish the house, and then we can refinance it and then cash the hard money lender out and then call it a day. The one good saving grace about this neighborhood is this, where we are on Claremont. I'm on the second balcony. I'm probably gonna re-brick this door, but they started demo on that house. The demo, that's the second demo that's out here. It looks like they're cleaning out that house over there. I see a new roof on there too. So, and this is all on the same street. There's 1, 2, 3 rehabs on this street. That over there was rehabbed last month. All right. And then this house, I think they're trying to sell this duplex now, the one next to me. So, a little scary, just like leaning over like that. Anyway, so right now they're redoing the electrical. Had to come way out of pocket for that. They're redoing the plumbing because it wasn't even finished. So the plumbing's here, but it wasn't even finished. The lines weren't run for the bathroom. These weren't run here. They come over here and they tore the panel out. They're redoing the panel all over again to do it the right way. And they're just wondering wires right now, and it's not fine-tuned, but it makes me feel better that they're redoing the panel. Obviously. So unfortunately, this is a valuable learning lesson and a costly lesson that I'm going to make. And to be perfectly honest, it's expected. You can't really do real estate investing and not expect to come out of pocket or make some mistakes, and those mistakes are going to cost you money. And this one will. Pretty penny, actually. So what I'm going to do is, all you know that I wholesale. If you don't know, I wholesale. I got the link downstairs, down in the description below, to sign up to the buyers list. We are wholesaling houses. That's kind of like how this is like keeping me alive and being able to come out of pocket a little bit, because I just assign these deals and I apply it to houses like this so I can rehab it. But you know, for me, it's a valuable learning lesson because, first of all, I get to share with you and you guys get to see what happened with me. But just for myself in the future, a couple of the things that I have noticed and that I'm gonna tell you guys is that when you work with people, always keep them. And I've talked to a couple rehabbers already, or investors, and a lot of people are like, the way I feel is that when partnerships go well, I kind of get a little bit looser. Like, paperwork is kind of looser because you've done enough deals and everyone's cool and everyone knows each other. But that can't be the way. I got kind of like really, I took it for granted. You know, things were said and it wasn't in writing. It was just handshake, like, yeah, we're gonna get this done by this date. I'm like, okay, cool. So then I was like scrolling through my text to like find out like, hey, like, is this thing done or not? Maybe have like a printed schedule. What I started doing, actually, I used to come here and I used to print out the schedule like on the wall here, so everyone knew like what had to be done. Matter of fact, I tore that one down. I got to put a new one up here, but I'll put a schedule up here so everybody knows the dates involved. And then also just I don't know, man, if there are some things, when you're talking to your contractor, you hear one thing from them and you see another, especially when it comes to like production and quality and things like that. Obviously I didn't raise a red flag to it, but it's just something that I learned. Now I'm starting to. Sorry about that, the phone cut out. But yeah, now I'm starting to just pretty much learn the process. I don't know, like I'm trying to learn as much as I can from this, and I think the one thing to learn is just be on top of everything. So like if nothing's moving and you're really good friends with the person and they're really chummy with you, at the end of the day is that if they're not getting it done, they're not getting it done. You got to start kind of putting the foot down, putting the foot on the pedal and just keep moving forward. And I don't know. So this one is going to cost me a little bit, but again, valuable learning lesson. It sucks to go through it, but I guess everybody has to, especially if you're real estate investing. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, I do have more coming. I also started a Patreon channel. So the Patreon channel is like more of a behind the scenes thing. I do a lot of like how-to videos, get more into detail on like how to do certain things. I've been doing training sessions with other wholesalers and just recording those trainings and just uploading like the recordings. I don't know, just more content for you guys. And then there's going to be different tiers, and the tiers kind of help me pay for gas, helps me buy more houses, helps me get better equipment, things like that. So hopefully that can provide some value for you too. Also, I have a real estate investing course in Detroit. I cover the top 5 zip codes. I talk about building your team and things like that. So there is a free version of that where I give some modules away, and there's some contractor section in there as well where I talk to you about my insurance agents that I like to use, lenders, general contractors. Obviously the previous one in here is now cut off from that list, and yeah, I audit that list regularly. But anyways, I hope you guys found this video helpful somehow. This was a hard video for me to make because honestly, like I was so gung-ho about it, and I was getting kind of like, yeah, things are going cool, things are going all right, and then all of a sudden I have to fire somebody and come out of pocket a bunch. So very humbling moment for me, but I hope that my mistake and my learning lesson kind of helps you too as well. And talk to you guys soon.